Amazon to bring back Jeff Bezos as CEO? Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how Amazon is to bring back Jeff Bezos as CEO. Let's get right into it. Last year, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos officially stepped down as CEO, handing over the position to Andy Jassy in order to focus on new products and early initiatives. Bezos' most recent adventure is a launch with his private spaceflight company Blue Origin. The Amazon founder also stated that he would devote more of his time and, one assumes, wealth to combating climate change and overseeing the Washington Post, which he owns. Bezos may be leaving his current position at the company and on the 27th anniversary of its founding, but he is not leaving Amazon. Instead, he is taking on the role of executive chair, serving as a kind of strategic advisor to the CEO. The apprenticeship model of corporate succession has been used to describe the transition from CEO to executive chair that occurred when Bill Gates left Microsoft and Eric Schmidt left Google. As Amazon's chief financial advisor, Brian Olafsky told reporters, Jeff is not really going anywhere. It's more of a restructuring of who's doing what. Bezos also owns slightly more than 10% of Amazon's stock, making him the company's sole shareholder and ensuring his ability to influence the new CEO's decisions, particularly when they disagree on the company's strategic direction. Russ Mould, investor director at AJ Bell, explained, "The fact that he is stepping down as chief executive of Amazon doesn't mean he is disappearing. Far from it, as he is becoming executive chairman." He then added, "The chairman's role is to keep the chief executive in order, so Bezos will be ingrained in the business and be able to provide guidance on a range of strategic issues." He then said, "He is also a major shareholder, which gives him considerable influence on how the business is run." Andy Jassy is now the CEO of Amazon. He joined the company in 1997 and has been the CEO of Amazon Web Services, AWS, since 2003. AWS has been a huge success for the company, accounting for roughly 42% of total profits today, and was instrumental in transitioning the company from online commerce to enterprise technology. It put Amazon in direct competition with technology behemoths like Microsoft, Google, and Oracle, and cemented the company's place in the internet's infrastructure. There is now widespread speculation that Amazon may rehire Jeff as CEO. Great leaders are required in difficult times. Disney had to make a difficult decision. Starbucks has done it several times. Amazon may now put its founder back in charge, as Walt Disney CEO Bob Chapek made a lot of small mistakes. He botched the highly public Scarlett Johansson salary negotiations, failed to support his company's LGBTQ position in the Don't Say Gay controversy with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and enraged many of the company's top creative executives by restructuring the company. Taken individually, each was a minor blunder, and in better economic times, Chapek would have had more time to find his footing. The issue the now former CEO faced was that he took over the company just before a global pandemic and at a time when Disney had pledged billions of dollars to its streaming service. Chapek was also hampered by the fact that his incredibly successful predecessor was not only still present in the room, but was also on speed dial for members of the board of directors, with Bob Iger available, rested and ready to go, as well as completely predictable but still shocking Disney Plus losses. It seemed inevitable that the board would act. That's what happened at Disney when Iger replaced Chapek, and it's what could happen at Amazon if Jeff Bezos decides he wants to return to his old job. When Bezos was in charge of Amazon, the market seemed to accept and comprehend the company's long-term perspective. Profits would be sacrificed if infrastructure investment made sense, and the former CEO was never able to satisfy Wall Street with Amazon's quarterly results. That is a luxury for a founder who effectively controls Amazon stock, which his replacement Andy Jassy does not. Amazon stock fluctuated during Bezos' tenure, but the market appeared to accept his "it's always day one" strategy. Jassy has not deviated from the script, but there is more skepticism, and the company's stock has fallen 44% year to date. Jassy, like Chapek, cannot be held responsible for Disney's stock price or the market conditions in which the company operates. You can criticize him for a few minor details, but he has basically followed Bezos' playbook. That, however, may not be enough, because while Bezos has lots of other interests, he's still literally in the room, and putting him back in charge would be very appealing to the board and shareholders. Now, could Jeff Bezos take back Amazon's CEO job? While Iger needed Disney's board to want him back, Bezos could arguably simply resign. Amazon will spin off its AWS cloud service, which Jassy used to run, and bring Bezos back as CEO for the rest of the company, according to Scott Galloway, a noted retail expert and NYU professor of business. Galloway said in a recent episode of the Pivot podcast, "I think Bezos is going to come back to Amazon as CEO." He then added, He's going to wake up and go, my wealth is down by 2/3. And I think a guy like that has a tough time being out of the game this long. I also think he's arguably, maybe with the exception of Apple CEO Tim Cook, the best CEO of the last 50 years. He's still got a lot of tread left on his tires. In that case, Jassy saves face because he is likely to become CEO of AWS. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.